Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutation to all the Akim on four corners of earth who's pushing this truth, sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I want to get into this, what's going on, the rest of the world. The rest of America is not paying attention to what's going on. They're in gross darkness, and that's just the way the elites got it. They're not pubbing what's going on in the world to the people. You'd have to search these things out, or if the Lord gives you that hindsight to if it comes across your TV screen to look into it, then, the Lord is dealing with you. But if He's not, then you're gonna just stay asleep, and that's the majority of these Americans, man. You're sleepwalking. But here we are, where you have India and Pakistan. They're ready to go to war with each other. They've been trading blows, shooting at each other, and barking at each other. It's crazy because once again, these two powerhouse countries, they're powerhouse countries now because India, they're getting all, we're at a trade war with China, and they're talking about moving all American companies that were in China to India, and if you know anything from the past, India has been at war with China. They've been having little border skirmishes. So we have Pakistan here on the other side, where I'm watching this one Edomite guy. He's a prepper, and he was breaking down the history of India and Pakistan and how in 1947 Esau formed this. He divided the country, and that's how the devil does, man. Let me bring this out. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away. First, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, man. So Esau has a track record of doing these type of things, man. Coming into your country, where you had everything flowing and going good, and when he feels the need to separate it, he'll do it. And and why? Why does he do these things? Because anything about India? India is a country. They have a lot of fertile ground, as well as the minerals in India. India has lots of minerals. They have lots of different rocks that come out of that ground, just like in Africa. So Esau loves these different rocks for his technology and for his rockets and different things. But we're revealing who he is, man. Esau, the troublemaker of the planet Earth, So, like I say, he went over here and separated these countries, and now they're getting ready to try to bomb each other off the face of the earth, But once again, this is all doing by the small hatters, brought to you by the small hatters, and their troublesome self, And like I say, it's what's over there is minerals, as well as the sacrifice of the people that these small hatters love to do. But that's just their MO, man. So it's our job to reveal them, man, to point them out, man. The Lord gave us these scriptures, and we're gonna bring them out, man. Bring out who Esau is and why these things occur, because this didn't happen out of nowhere. It's something that escalated for some time, as well as you have to remember that these two countries are a part of different groups. The G8, the BRICS. India is part of the BRICS, and Pakistan is, I forgot which one of the groups they're in. But even though China's in the BRICS too, but China and India don't get along. They don't get along with each other. This is Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So like I was talking to one of the guys at my job, Edomite, who stays on top of the current events. And a lot of the Edomites, everything's funny to them, man, because he came to me laughing, and the laughing mattered, and I had to explain to him that I don't find how you see humor in this, because for the simple fact that, this is this is escalating and also adding up to the World War III. You know, we're happy for this because we see an end to this wicked kingdom coming. But Esau, don't come to me playing with that shit, because you know he was coming on you know, they think they're slick, man. You know, they really think they're slick, man. But we're exposing these devils, man. But yeah, you got kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation here, man. You know, and like I said, Esau has separated them. You know, and it's all about weapons now and money and minerals. So he said that India ships weapons to Ukraine, and Russia supplies Pakistan with guns, man. So we have you know, they have they're into the proxy wars too, you know, and Esau's little proxy wars he's pulled them into, you know. But that's just what it is, man. While the devil's running this world, you know, he can do what he want, and he sets the wars up, and he makes the rules for the wars, and he breaks the rules of the wars, you know. Yeah, he does those things, man. He plays both sides of the field. You know, that's why he can't be trusted, man. But it's our job to expose him, because the rest of the world would just trust him and believe in him, man. You know, believe in everything he says and does. This is Psalm 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You know, so he's coming with these different peaceful words, and you know, he's coming to help. He's coming to set development your country. You know, put you into the future. You know, these are the different words that he uses to trick the people, to dumb down their leaders. You know, his words were smoother than butter, man. You know, so he entices these people, as well as, you know, Esau also has something called, which he has mastered it, called the gunboat diplomacy, where if you don't get down, you lay down. You know, and right now we're in the future where, you know, you have these countries that are teamed up with other countries. So what Esau does nowadays is he'll come and start a coup d'etat. You know, he'll overtop your government one way or another. You know, if you don't get down with his system. And once again, what does his system do? It empowers him and leaves you stricken and poor, relying on him for help. You know, and him is Esau and his system, his wicked system, the UN. You know, they have these different things where they'll go into a country, the country's being ran good, they'll start a coup d'etat in the country. You know, have the right hand man of the president kill him. You know, then he takes over the country. You know, and imposes the will of Esau, whatever he had, whatever his agenda was, man. You know, they cut all sorts of backdoor deals. And guess what? They have somebody ready to take you out if you don't get along with the system, man. You know, they always keep somebody to replace. In this wicked system, you know, one wicked hand washes the other wicked hand, and that's the way they do it. John 10:10, the thief cometh not but for to steal. Salaki, it says John 10:10, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. You know, and that's plain and simple what Esau has come to do, man. To kill, to steal, kill, and to destroy, man. When you think about things that's going on in India, you know, like I say, you got those rocks that are over there, the same things in Africa. You know, you have those minerals, you have the gold in India, you know, you have silver over there, you have copper mines, you have all the natural resources, you know, as well as the ground is fertile. They got good ground over there. You know, Pakistan is a little bit more rockier, but Esau loves them rocky terrains and stuff like that, man. You know, he loves that stuff, man. So he has found interest over there, as well as, you know, it's a power play. You know, and Esau's power play is wicked power play. You know, he's good to do evil. You know, it's about that population control, and India has a huge population. You know, and we've seen that Esau goes over there and plays with them with the different, you know, with his different wicked pseudoscience he comes out with. He goes over to India and Africa, but India for the most part, and he'll have the Indians unleash. He'll have Elam unleash the wickedness on his own people, man. You know, so this is basically what we're seeing, man. We're seeing they've been tricked. They've been put in the trick bag, man. Once again, brought to you by your small hatters. You know, your 1948ers. This is all a play, man. You know, like I say, both of these different countries are part of different groups. So it's not like we'll just see India go to war with Pakistan or Pakistan go to war. India, they'll start pulling in their friends very soon, you know, and we'll have, you know, it's possible we're going to see more and more border skirmishes going on. But, you know, these are all escalations leading up, man, to what? To that World War III, man, you know. It's almost that time, man, you know. And but like I said, these Russia and Ukraine and America, you can throw them in there. And another country, because you got to realize that India still pays money to England. You know, they're still subjects. It's London, UK has colonies around the world, and they have a special name for them. Just like Nigeria supposedly got its independence from the UK, but it's a certain name they call it, and they still have to pay taxes, man. Ain't nothing changed since Roman times, man. You know, you got to pay your taxes, man. But yeah, I just seen this, and you know, this is some hot things, and you know, we're just a few days into this battle skirmishes going on. This really hit the fan as far as real weaponry being drawn out, you know, and like the world knows, these places, both of them have nukes, you know, and Esau could push them to try to, you know, experiment with one or two of them, man, you know. But yeah, it's all the Lord's will at the end of the day, man. So with that being said, up this edifying. Shalom, Aki, and keep your eyes to the news.